morning, everyone. It is 8:30 on Tuesday, June the 23rd, and it's time for the morning briefing. First of all, no changes to the National Terrorism Advisory System overnight. Snapshot of the region this morning. You can see we received a declaration request from the state of Arkansas yesterday. That was in process. They're asking for I-8 for 13 counties, D-8 for 28 hazard mitigation statewide. You also see the other two disaster declarations that we have working, 40 through 22 for Oklahoma, 40 through 23 for Texas. Updated numbers from the unaccompanied children as of yesterday. We're down to only one set of the damage assessments going on in the state of Texas, and we see the results there. And no fire management grant request to talk about this morning. As we switch over to the Geo platform this morning, things are quiet around the region. Ryan's going to tell us all about the weather here in just a moment. In the meantime, our state EOCs are all at level 4 steady state. No changes to the status of our IMAX. One deployed to Oklahoma, one down in Austin, and the other in training. The region here is at level 4. Quick look at power outages this morning. Texas is reporting 1,647. Most of those are in San Jacinto County, which has 1,254. Texas also has 4 shelters open this morning for a population of 94. As we drill in a little bit and take a quick look at the Red River this morning, Gainesville, Red River and Gainesville did indeed crest at a record of 42.05 feet on Friday. Currently, it is down to 25.9, so it went up quite a bit and is rapidly dropping. Taking a look here at Lake Texoma this morning, currently at 644.65 feet. The record is 654.7, and it crested Sunday at noon at 645.4, just short of the record. The top of the flood pool there is 640 feet, so it is in the surcharge pool, and they are releasing approximately 130,000 cubic feet per minute or per second. The normal release for there through the normal gates of the power plant is 69. So it is going over the spillway there. Looking downstream at the next station, which is right here by Paris, it currently is at 33.9 feet. It's going to crest later today at 34.5 feet. That's going to be about 3 feet less than the crest that we saw the first of the month at 36.99. What that means as far as impacts, there's going to be a lot of flooding of rural areas and agricultural land between the Blue River and Pecan Point, numerous farm homes, and Highway 281. As we look on downstream towards the Cobb down here and Archer City, again, these are going to crest about 2 to 3 feet lower than they did back at the first of the month. That will continue on down to Texarkana and Shreveport. Again, those crest lower than last time. One other thing to talk about before we turn it over to Brian. Yesterday we did report on this levee here, the Cumberland levee up in Oklahoma along the Washita River. Did overtop, and in one area it did breach. As you can see, it's mostly rural area, oil and gas wells, and farms. Now, go back to the main map. Turn it over to Brian.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Like I you can see on the radar, there's really not much weather going on this morning, and we're really not expecting a whole lot of activity across the region today, later on this afternoon either. Most of the activity will be focused over New Mexico, where we'll have some scattered storms over New Mexico and the possibility for some isolated heavy rain and flash flooding over there. Taking a look at the rest of the week, pretty much the same story for tomorrow and Thursday, with just some very isolated heavy rain and flash flooding concerns over in New Mexico. And then we have a frontal system coming down on Friday and Saturday that will impact the northern half of the region, and we'll see an increase in shower and thunderstorm activity for the northern half of the region Friday and Saturday. Right now, the rainfall amounts look not really all that heavy, so again, should just be isolated heavy rain and flash flooding with the activity as the front moves through the northern half of the region Friday and Saturday, and we don't have any sort of severe thunderstorms that are being outlooked right now for that frontal system coming down at the end of the week. As far as river flooding, next slide, Paul, you covered it pretty well there. I don't really have a whole lot to add. Most of the stuff is going to be cresting over the next day or two for Arthur City and DeKalb, and the potential impacts have already been covered, but mostly the highways that we were looking at were 271 for Arthur City, and then 59 there for DeKalb, and then the agricultural impacts. That flood wave will continue to work its way downstream, and we'll start to see impacts in northern Louisiana, the Shreveport area next week. As far as the rest of the weather for the rest of the week, tropic-wise, we're looking pretty quiet, and again, hopefully we'll stay that way. Nothing for the next 5 days. Looking at the maps for today, just that isolated heavy rain and flash flooding over New Mexico, and same story for tomorrow and Thursday. And then for Friday and Saturday, just the isolated heavy rain and flash flooding. And that box there is just a general statement, but you can see the rainfall amounts in the lower right there. Nothing really heavy, widespread over the next 5 days as far as rainfall amounts are concerned, generally under half an inch. So really not expecting anything in the way of organized severe weather or flash flooding for the next 5 days. As far as the drought's concerned, we don't have any updates based on what was briefed yesterday. We'll get an update on Thursday, but really we've pretty much obliterated the drought across the region for the most part, except for New Mexico, and some of the storms this week, and then over the next couple of months we'll start to improve that situation over there. Space weather's been pretty active the past couple of days, starting to decrease in intensity. We did top out at a G4 storm yesterday, but now we're back down into the G1 to G2 minor geomagnetic storm. Bottom line is the potential impacts could be some intermittent radio blackouts and some possible satellite navigation, low frequency radio dropouts, but most of that is going to be focused in the upper latitudes, so probably won't see a whole lot of impacts to FEMA Region 6. And that's all I've got, unless there's any questions.
Ask your questions. In the meantime, we'll take a look at the events going on around the region today. Those are in bold. The rest of the week, and looking forward to next week. And it is Lightning Safety Awareness Week, and lightning strikes the U.S. 25 million times a year. It can get struck at any time of the year, and we're doing fairly well. Numbers are coming down with lightning deaths. Any questions this morning? All right. Hearing nothing on the phone, seeing nothing additional in chat. Everyone have a great day. We'll talk